pretty good preparation, 3 victories by an aggregate of 10-0, but how much different is this Merseyside derby going to be to the previous 3 games that you've played, particularly now we've got fans inside Goodison for a derby as well?
Yeah, we all know there are some special things around derbies, these kind of things, but first and foremost, it's a football game as well, and that's exactly how we want to approach it. And that's it pretty much. We know what our supporters want. I think we are not suspicious of not understanding the supporter soul, and we try to fulfill their dreams and we try to fulfill their wishes. And derby games are there more in the focus, if you want. But from our point of view, it's a football game, which we have to approach like a normal football game.
A former Liverpool manager in the opposition took out. He's feeling a bit of pressure at the moment. 7 games without a win. Do you see that as a good time to play then? You've had an extra day in terms of rest and preparation as well.
The extra day usually it helps when we have 1 day less. We feel that, to be honest. It's like that. You only have the recovery day. Actually, the second day recovery will be usually really important for the boys. It's not just recovery. You can do there some stuff, but it's difficult to train properly, and then you play again. It's a massive difference. So we will see.
You've got the Premier League's leading goal scorer in Mo Salah, 7th in the Ballon d'Or. Are there really 6 better players in the world than him? Are you surprised?
Yeah, about his position, I was surprised, to be honest. But it's not in my hands. I think I saw the vote somewhere. So I don't know. I don't even know exactly. It's a Ballon d'Or is then a journalist vote, or what is that?
Yes.
Yeah, don't have to ask me. Then it's your fault. Yeah, so that's how it is. You are a journalist. If you think he should be higher up, then you have to convince your colleagues. I'm really not sure about what it is 100%. I think that you always can give it. I said that you always can give it to Lionel Messi for the career he has, for the footballer he is, all these kind of things. But if you don't give it Robert Lewandowski this time, then it's quite tricky to get it at all. And yes, Mo was definitely should have been higher up. But that's it.
We'll go to Andy Sixsmith from Premier League Productions, and then we'll go to Juliet Ferguson in the room from BBC. Andy.
Hi, Jurgen. When your side is playing as well as they are going forward, I wonder how much of a joy it is for you as a manager to watch and witness that.
Our games.
Mm.
There are moments when I can enjoy it, especially when we score a goal. All the rest around is not really to enjoy. And especially being 1-0 up, being 2-0 up, it's not something where you start enjoying it. It's just the work to do. That's what we really have to do outside there. But of course, some of the goals we scored were really nice. But I'm not seeking for joy around football games. I can enjoy them when I watch them back when they were good. But during a game, I'm not in the mindset for that.
And just on tomorrow night, how little does previous form matter when you go into a derby like Everton against Liverpool?
I think previous form matters, especially when it's good. We should keep that. We play good football. We have to good football tomorrow night. And if we do that, then we are difficult to play. And that's exactly the plan we have.
Thanks, Jurgen. Best luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Juliet in the room, and then Ian Abrams on Zoom.
Jurgen, when you talk about trying to make it a normal game, but a good game of football, you spoke on Saturday after the game against Southampton by saying that this particular fixture is not your favourite one of the year and the season. Can you just expand on that a little bit more?
No, because we are all not able to write it in a proper way. Nothing else to say about it. I said what I said, and that's it. And from now on, from that moment on, I prepare it as a normal football game.
Okay.
Welcome.
Any follow-up?
No.
Okay. Ian from TalkSport.
Hey, Jurgen, hope you're well.
So far,
I just wondered, just 2 things. First of all, with all the narrative around Rafa and him being a former Liverpool manager, does that mean you've got absolutely nothing to lose tomorrow night? Because all the attention is going to be on him, because especially with Everton having a poor run. And secondly, I was at Brentford on Sunday, and the Everton players went to thank the fans for travelling down. And the fans basically told them to go away. They were very unhappy. And we're seeing that more and more with fans. They're having more of a voice and being more unhappy. Brighton's manager, Graham Potter, mentioned it as well at the weekend. I just wondered what your view was on fans voicing their opinions at games as well.
Nothing to lose. I don't know if you can see it like that. We have, 3 points on stake, and we try to get them. That's how it is. So, but before you don't have it, you cannot lose it really. We just try to we try to win it. So nothing to do with the special situation about their coach or whatever. The other thing, I think it's nothing new in football. I watched the game, obviously Brentford against Everton, but switched it off after final whistle, and had no idea how it exactly was there. But these things happen when you don't have the right results. Then supporters usually tell you that with some noises in the stadium, because it's not that easy to transport or to deliver the message differently. With Graham Potter, I understand Graham, because I really think they play an exceptional football, and it's still Brighton, and if Brighton would play the football they play and would finish all the situations off they create, then they would be maybe not Brighton anymore. I don't know. They have a specific club, a specific amount of money, what they can spend, the way they lead the club is, I think, a really good one. And sometimes people forget that, especially when you see that good football and you don't see the results, then it's maybe a little bit annoying that it's possible. But that's happens. But I'm pretty sure the general situation in Brighton is a good one. That they are really happy, and they should be happy with having him there, because I really consider him as a very special manager. And so I think everything is fine at Brighton. That's good.
Going to James. And then how important tomorrow will it be just to keep a cool head, particularly given the incidents that Goodison last season involved Virgil and Thiago?
Yeah, it's long ago, and that's always important in football. And we will play, how I said, we will play football. For football, you need a cool head, and we are still an emotional team, but you have to use the emotion in the right way, and that's the plan for tomorrow. Absolutely.
Not wanting to go off like that last year, but it was the start of the beginning of your problems with injuries and things like that. Just really, someone like Virgil, particularly going back, is there any psychological issues with going back to the scene of where his season was ended and coming up against those players again? Do you think he's more able to cope with that?
We are human beings, so it's probably difficult to ignore something like that, of course. But the situation was now not a situation how it can happen always in football. It was a situation should not happen in football, so it doesn't happen very often. I can't remember one since then, to be honest, in any other game. The problem was, if it can happen, and then it's unlucky when a player gets injured. That's how we know that like that. But it should have then be differently with it. But that's not important anymore. So, but Virgil is very experienced, and he has now this kind of situations constantly since he's back. That is always challenges, all these kind of things where he just has to be completely free of all things he could have in his mind because of one issue in the past. So yeah, slightly more different because it's the same place, but apart from that, it's just a football game again.
Jones,
after so long out for Virgil, and it's such a bad injury, probably the worst one you can get as a player. How do you rate how well he's come back? Because he's played a lot of football since he came back at the start of the season.
Yeah, brilliant. He came back brilliant. It's all the little things, and people are really quick with that. If something is not exactly like it was before, oh, it's not the same anymore, stuff like this. That's all, of course, not right. And these kind of judgments make absolutely no sense because everybody needs time to get back. But he had a full preseason, which is absolutely helpful. And since then we had to learn a little bit to deal with it. So I think it was at least like this, that the third game in a week, even when he looked fine, he needed maybe this little break, which we gave him now last week. I think I'm not sure we have to give that still for the next few games, but at least we have to need to have in our mind to think from time to time about that. But apart from it, it's all good. It's brilliant. His comeback was absolutely brilliant. City's back is really good. And if some things are not exactly like they have been, it's only a matter of time when they will be exactly where they already been, because it's just his quality. There's no doubt about that.
James, and then we go to the embargo section. Last question for you.
Yeah, so I just checked that everyone come through the weekend okay, and you expected to have Naby or Joe Gomez or Curtis Jones back involved at all training wise this week?
No, everybody came back again, came through well, as far as I know, and no, boys getting closer, all the boys getting closer. I think especially Joe is not too far away from team training. Naby is not too far away from team training, and then Bobby needs probably another week to do more football stuff. And with Curtis, it's just in our hands. Curtis is completely fine. He's doing what he's allowed to do. If you ask Curtis, he could go out and run a marathon, but it's just not allowed in the moment. So we have to wait until the doctors give us green light.